G'day, Kim. Jared here, mate. Jared Edwardian. You probably recognise the name, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I've been following you for a long time, mate. 4 years. I first came across one of your videos sort of start of 2020, and you started talking about the human condition, which I was aware of at the time. I'm gonna I'll send you a PDF of something. Hopefully it'll show up below this video. PDF of it's a text message I sent to my brother-in-law back in August 2019. Yeah, which I was just going through some texts a few months back, and yeah, I went through a bit of shit in 2017. I come from a very wealthy family, and I much like you, I got a father who yeah, he was a pretty loveless father. Everything was about work, yeah, work hard, be successful. And I spent my whole life yeah, trying to get his approval. Literally spent my whole life just trying to be friends with my dad. And yeah, 2017, May 2017, I thought I had a breakdown at the time, running his multi-million-dollar company. It was just real hard on me. And I tried to address it in my family, and within 6 months, yeah, my old man had destroyed me. I lost everything, lost my family, lost my kids, lost my home, lost my job. Spent a couple of years with PTSD, ended up moving interstate because it was so bad. Under the advice of psychologists, moved interstate and did a lot of work on myself. And I'm telling this story for a reason, mate. Like yourself, you do well telling stories to try and convey a message, which is that works with me, yeah. But I came across the book Freedom, and it blew my mind, mate, because, well, I'll read you out this text if you don't mind. So I sent this to my brother-in-law August 2019. I've always said I woke up when I had my breakdown. I woke up to reality. I saw through all the bullshit. All the denial was gone. As far as I was concerned, my father was Satan at the time. I was scared. I was really scared. I was terrified, mate. I had days and days where I wouldn't sleep, and yeah. Anyway, the text message to my brother-in-law says, "I've just had the most insane experience I think I've ever had in my life. I don't know how to explain it. Every single thing that has happened over the past 2.5 years, everything I've learned, everything that I now believe in, everything that I understand and have been trying to communicate to others, the reason why I feel a bit alone and different to others, barring a few people in my life. A guy has just started this worldwide not-for-profit organisation to educate people on the entire thing meaning everything that I'd been learning. And once people read his book, it does something to the mind and releases them from the human suffering. It's not a gimmick, it's real. It's like he has translated the key to all humans becoming conscious into words, and then into a book, and then they all wake up. I know this sounds crazy and insane. He even states that not a single person on the planet will understand any of it when they first start reading the book, but by the end of it, most will go back and read it a second time, and it will take effect and will literally change them as a human being, and the world as we know it will no longer exist. I'm not being crazy, Gorm. I don't know what to say other than it's a miracle. You watch this shit happen." It's pretty, it's profound for me anyway, because, yeah, my text was right, and when I heard you talking about the human condition, I knew to listen to you, mate. And I've been listening ever since, and sometimes your videos, mate, I find myself sitting there nodding my head and just fucking, it's just fucking weird, mate, because I learnt so much off you, brother, yeah? So much. You've put it all together for me, so much. Much of it, a lot of it I already knew was in, I'd seen it myself, yeah? Like, my, you know, and they accuse you of what you're guilty of, they're guilty of. It's just, you know, I went through my old man destroyed me, right? And he turned everyone against me. And I went straight into therapy, and I did 47 sessions of therapy in 20 months. I did everything right. I did everything right because I was warned at the beginning that it was going to get real bad. And I wanted to do what I could to protect myself. But now 7 years later, I don't have anything to do with anyone in my old life. I don't know any of them. And, you know, he manipulated my ex-wife. I lost my kids. Like, but the thing that blew my mind, mate, was the court system, the health system, the police, like everything. I couldn't work out why everyone was so fucking evil. Like the lies and the lies and the lies and the lies, yeah. Like my mum, you know, they say that you know, gaslighting and narcissistic abuse can cause brain damage. Well, my mum's at the far end of the spectrum. She doesn't know which way up or down is, yeah. And yeah, it's sad, yeah. And, you know, I did the rice experiment in the jars with my kids probably a year ago. I even posted the video on Street Wisdom Bible page, and it had a profound impact on me, and I got it straight away because I've seen it. It makes you sick. It destroys, yeah, the negativity, and it does. It spreads like a virus, brother. It spread. Like, my ex-wife and I used to be good with the kids. We were great. People used to tell us that we were fucking, you know, we should be proud of ourselves because of what we've done as a separated couple with the kids, yeah. But my old man got in her ear and dangled his money, and yeah, that destroyed that, took that from me as well. And I guess I'm sending you this message, mate, because the weekend just gone, I went to a music festival. Yeah, I don't do much nowadays. I don't do anything. Just got me farm, and kids, and since the start of COVID, I refuse to go back into the system. So we live a meager life, gone from being a millionaire to surviving on $110 a week for me and 2 kids. We do it. We grow our own food, and yeah, we're happy. But I went to this festival on the weekend, and I was preaching all weekend, brother. Yeah, I was preaching about turning a blind eye, and everyone got it, yeah. And I came home from this festival, you know, it's a festival, yeah. Everyone's having a good time. I like these festivals because everyone there is on the same page, yeah. And like you say about, you know, when everyone's sort of focusing their attention on the one thing, like the same thing when the World Trade Center, the Twin Towers went down, you know, the frequency across the planet. And when all the monks, did their meditation, the impact that had around the planet. I pay attention to stuff, yeah. I always have. I've always paid attention to stuff, and I always I'm a good problem solver. That's what I was good at in my job, solving problems. I could look at things and fix them, see what was going on, make them better, whether that be people or equipment, processes, whatever. And I come home from the festival, like, just fucking filled with love, mate, yeah? Just filled with love, just good people. And I get it all, mate, yeah? We can change the atmosphere. And Sunday night I was sitting around a campfire at this festival. All the music had finished and everyone's just chilling. And there was about 5 or 6 people there I'd only just met that day, and we're talking about a few things, and next thing I know, I gave them the whole spiel, mate, yeah? From start to finish. Everything I've learned off you, yeah? 6 hours I was talking for, yeah? I didn't even realise it. Didn't have my phone on me or anything like that, so I didn't know what the time was, but 6 hours straight I was talking to these people, and they were all listening, they heard, mate, yeah? And they got it, mate. And it was really, the next morning, one of the ladies came to the camp, and she hugged me, and she couldn't stop hugging me. And she thanked me. And she said it's the first day she's woken up in 3 years where she didn't feel scared or confused. It's a good feeling, bro, yeah? I sort of isolated myself the last 6 years, yeah, away from everyone, because I spent a lot of time working on moral philosophies, yeah. I follow a guy called Richard Grannon. He's a narcissistic abuse coach, and I didn't know what personal boundaries and all that sort of stuff was. But after going through what I did, I made a promise to myself about 5 years ago, not quite 5 years ago, that I was never going to lie ever again. And I haven't. I've told the truth on everything ever since then. The only rule I have with my kids is tell the truth, yeah? Because one thing I realised over the last few years is that you can't have good mental health, yeah, unless you got the truth. Because you need reality, yeah, to have the truth. And like you say, the truth sets you free. And if I always preach to people that if every person on the planet promised and made a commitment to only ever tell the truth, then it would fix most of the problems. That's what I've always told myself, because when you promise or make a commitment to only tell the truth, that then naturally requires you to behave in a way that you're going to be prepared to take responsibility for, yeah? Because you can't lie, so you have to take responsibility for it and tell the truth. And that's how I live my life. It's just how I raise my kids, and my boys are beautiful. I even made myself a little sign, no liars, on my shed, because liars aren't welcome in my life. And I used to, I was a wealthy person. I had lots of friends. I was popular. I was Mr. Popular. But gradually they've all gone, because most people can't live in a world where, you know, it's not okay to lie, it's not okay to abuse people, it's not okay to cheat, it's not okay. And that's why when you talked about the, you know, tools of righteousness, I fucking get it, mate. I get it so much. I get it fucking, it's, you know, I didn't understand it like that, but you got to have a moral philosophy. You got to be a moral person. You got to be loyal. You got to be honest, honorable. You got to have empathy. But yeah, at the start of COVID, I just had this, I don't know, I just had this feeling that I got a 20-acre farm, yeah, and I just knew the community, and I just had this feeling that there was something important about the farm. And so I started meeting up with all these, you know, just people that didn't want to get the jab early on, and we were all meeting out at this Kirk's Reservoir, it's called. It's a local park sort of thing, and it was cold anyway. I ended up offering my shed to have the meetings, and for the next 2 years, every second Sunday, 40 odd people be out here meeting out at my place, and I donated the front part of my property, and we had a community garden. 40 odd families were growing their food and all this sort of stuff, and yeah, we're going really well. I didn't want to lead them or anything like that. I just wanted to provide people a safe space, because I know what it's like to be scapegoated, because that's what I am. I'm a family scapegoat. I'm black sheep. And so I just wanted to give people, you know, comfort, somewhere safe, a bit of support. We set up a common law group and all this sort of stuff, which I ended up resigning from because I realised it wasn't going to work, wasn't doing much. But, and a couple of people in that common law group who I was their poster boy, but as soon as I pulled out of that group, they were offended, yeah. They thought it was an attack on them because I questioned their beliefs. And you know what it's like with people's beliefs. People believe they are their beliefs, and they, you know, they react like children. And anyway, the whole community just vanished, and yeah, it all ended. But I'm working on fixing that, turning it around. You inspire the fuck out of me, Kim. Yeah, you are. That's what this message is about. Yeah, I just want to say thank you, brother. You're there every fucking day, yeah. And yeah, you are an inspiration, man. I know now. I know now that you know, I was getting it, and I got it, and I resonated with so much of what you said, yeah. But I really got it this last week, mate. Like, we are going to you're the real deal, brother. Yeah. And I really appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate everything you do. It's just fucking funny. It blows my mind sometimes, yeah. I've always said that I've always called it, get these epiphanies, yeah. Just sometimes, for the last few years, just things just pop in your head. You just get that information, and when you started talking about the light bulb moment, again, it was that's what it is. And when I went through all my shit with my family, I documented everything, yeah? Like everything, like a fucking FBI agent. It's been 7 years now, and I've been putting it all together, yeah? It's a big document, 2,500 pages sort of thing, yeah? Every text message, email, blah, blah, blah. And as I was going through all the shit with the court and that, yeah, you say that you can unravel it all. So did I, man. I was sat, I knew my lawyer was colluding with the other lawyer, and the whole fucking, you know, family court system, like the way it's set up, you know, the family relationship center where you go and do your, you've got to go and do your fucking, what do they call it, your bloody mediation before you get your certificate to go to court. Yeah, I could see it. It's just a recruiting agency. It's the whole thing. It's fucking, it's so fucking evil, mate. It is so fucking evil. And yeah, our court, yeah, there's a racket where I live, mate. It's a racket of snakes. And I documented it all, and I've been working on it for a long time, 7 years. Because I wanted to, I have this thing about the truth, yeah? It's just, I know it's, my mum is so fucked, mate, my mum is so fucked. She can't even speak until like midday each day. She gets out of bed, rattled, like just, and she doesn't know why. And she defends my father and doesn't realise that she's defending the thing that's fucking doing it to her, but my son was in the car yesterday chatting to his mother, and I don't talk to her anymore, but just for my own safety, I just limit my conversations with her, because she's been accusing me of what she's guilty of for years, and false accusations in court and la la la, and you know, I couldn't even look at her. I just see her. I couldn't. I love my boys so much. And yesterday when we were speaking, we were actually speaking to each other, and for a couple of minutes. And when my son hung up the phone to her, he looked at me and he said, it was almost like you and Mum liked each other then, Dad. My boys are so good, they're good boys. They listen to everything I teach them, mate. They listen to everything that you teach me. They're doing their cold showers, they're doing the breathing. You know, they look up to me and they listen. And if I could have one wish, it would be that me and their mum were friends for them. But my old man's gaslighting wrecked that too, and even after we got off the phone yesterday, it really fucking hit me, mate. Because I felt it too. It was like, and I don't know whether it's because she's jabbed and she's coming good or what, I don't know. But I've almost finished my document, and the whole purpose of it was to expose the whole thing. And but I think I can use it to teach my family about this stuff. I think I can use it to help. Because this has always been about narcissism for me. Like, the one thing that
I'm really good at patterns of behaviour, mate, yeah? It's just similar to you. The way we grew up, I always watched people. I've always been watching, and you know, I always knew something was wrong, but when you get told constantly you're just too sensitive, or no, it's just all in your head, or but you were actually right. And I can spot a toxic person a mile off, mate. You can tell by the tools they use, yeah? And I've always been thinking that this was narcissism. But it's not, mate. Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. And it's really, I just want everyone to be well, man. Anyway, I just want to say thank you, bro. I want to say thank you, and you're a fucking inspiration, brother. You know, after having PTSD and being real fearful and stuff, I did a lot of therapy and a lot of work on myself, and I figured, I understood. Fear's just your imagination, that's all it is. And nothing scares me nowadays. I have no fear. I have none. Nothing. Not afraid of anything. Because when I thought I was going to lose my kids, I actually accepted that I was going to lose them, and I grieved that loss. I laid in bed one night and bawled for hours the night before my final hearing at family court. It was the last thing that I didn't want to lose, was my kids. And I woke up the next day, and I was different, yeah, because I didn't have any fear anymore, because there was nothing left to lose. And I had no fear. And I went into court that day, and I saw the barristers. I saw the whole thing. I saw the whole fucking thing. And I won. I didn't lose my kids. And I learned a lot that day, man. So, yeah. Anyway, bro. You're a fucking legend, man. Thank you. I appreciate you. And just know that, yeah, you're doing a good job, man, and it's working. And we're gonna do this. I'm going to talk to a bunch of people tonight as well. They're listening to me, man. They feel it. And, yeah, I'm waffling now. Anyway, hang on, before I go. I live on a farm, man, yeah, I got pigs, I got sheep. A little bit of paradise. Here's Cupcake. Yeah, she wanted to say good day. Thanks, bro. Love you.